Recently, I read an op-ed page in the New York Times, you may have seen it, that said that those of us who are well educated may harbor prejudices unknown even to ourselves against those who are not, and that these unacknowledged biases may lead to unconscious feelings or even displays of elitism that separate us from them in ways that are not productive. Now, I confess to not having given a great deal of thought to that issue, but the article forced me to look inward to see whether I did indeed harbor such feelings, and I emerged with an uncomfortable suspicion that it is possible, and maybe even probable, that I do. That evening, in my nightly phone call with my son, who lives out of state, I confessed this to him, and I complained that now I would have to search my conscience not only for any suspicion of contamination by racism, as I do with some regularity, but I would in addition have to add possible prejudice against the uneducated to the other prejudices for which I do frequent deep dives into my own head and heart. These include instant judgments made against the obese, those who are very poor, those who are willfully ignorant, perhaps even, dare I say, those with many tattoos, and the list goes on. I said jokingly to my son, it's no wonder that I'm exhausted at the end of the day. My son was unsympathetic. He reminded me that we are in Elul, when such searches of conscience are mandatory. V'taher libenu, we ask God. I should be grateful for having received this timely reminder, he told me. And indeed, the article concluded with the admonition that many aspects of our lives that we like to imagine are due to our own character and industry would be impossible without the great good fortune of having been born where we were and what has been given to us. It seems obvious, but how easy it is to forget that we have much to be grateful for and therefore much to pay back or forward. In that spirit, I'd like to wish you all the very best in the hard work that lies ahead of us as we try to make the most of this precious opportunity to cleanse our souls, and at the same time resolve to share our myriad blessings with those who, particularly at this difficult time, are less fortunate. Wishing everyone a Shana Tova v'Metuka.